In a world where women are often looked down on, it can be difficult for women to express their minds without feeling like they are overstepping their boundaries. But what if I told you that there was a way to correct a man without coming across as aggressive or confrontational? It all starts with understanding the power of language. In today's video, we'll be looking at 5 ways to correct a man in a way that will make him respect you as a high-value woman. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Mind your language. It's no secret that women tend to talk more than men. And when emotions run high, a woman can go on and on for hours without stopping. But the truth is, once you've made your point, it's time to stop. Continuing to talk only makes the situation worse. To a man, this can feel like torture. Here's the thing. It's not just about the quantity of words which you speak. It's about the quality. The more you talk, the more the actual message you are trying to pass across gets lost in between. When a woman speaks from a place of calmness and rationality, her words carry more weight. Most importantly, never insult or belittle a man when correcting him. Remember, men are egoistic by nature, and so will never appreciate being emasculated no matter what. It's not about being submissive or letting a man walk over you. It's about choosing your battles wisely and knowing when to stop. Women in the Bible were particularly honored for their quiet spirit. If you want a man to listen to you, speak up when you should and back off when you should. When you are addressing a man, be very honest about your feedback. Tell him respectfully where you thought he went wrong. Start by mentioning his positive qualities and then end with his negatives. This way, he knows you aren't just trying to pick up a fight with him, but actually trying to help him. If he doesn't listen to you in the first 30 minutes, he probably won't listen to you at all. Remember, it's not about talking more or talking louder. It's about using your words wisely and knowing when and where to stop. Number 2. Avoid being too emotional. When it comes to correcting a man, it's important to remember one crucial thing. Avoid emotions. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's impossible, right? But trust me, it works. Getting too emotional only shows a sign of weakness. It tells a man you are weak and vulnerable. A high-value woman, on the other hand, knows that when she is angry or upset, her brain doesn't think clearly. Instead of getting emotional, she starts by analyzing the situation and chooses her words carefully. When a man does something that upsets you, it's important to remember that your goal isn't to hurt or make him feel bad. Instead, your goal is to focus on the behavior that you want him to change. You must understand that one wrong word you say can instantly destroy a relationship you have invested years into. This is what makes high-value women so different. They'd never get all emotional and pick up a fight with a man. When you become too emotional, it only clouds your judgments and makes it harder for you to get your points across. Worst of all, it leaves the man confused without understanding the point you are trying to make. When you master overcoming your emotions, you will overcome 90% of your conflicts. As a high-value woman, you should stay calm not because you are weak or can't speak up for yourself, but because you realize not every fight is worth fighting. And the most effective way of doing this is by avoiding being too emotional. Take a step back, breathe, and think about what you want to say. Number 3. Be unpredictable. Being a high-value woman is about more than just reacting to situations. One thing that will set you apart is your ability to correct a man without losing your cool. When a man says something that upsets you, don't give him the satisfaction of seeing you lose control. Instead, leave an element of mystery for him to wonder why you aren't overreacting. Let me give you an example. Say you walked into your husband and caught him hanging out with another woman. Normally, you might be upset and pick up a fight. But as a high-value woman, let me tell you a secret. Don't react. Simply smile and say, "Oh, I thought you were to be at work." Say this and walk away with a smile. This is powerful. This catches him off guard, leaving him wondering what is going through your mind. Let me tell you, when you react predictably to a man's actions every time, you are giving away your power. You become predictable, and a man will know exactly how you will react and how to push your buttons. Instead of admitting his fault, He will use your fight as an excuse to hang out with other women. But when you remain unpredictable after catching him in the act, it will make you look more powerful and respected. This means his actions can't control you. He knows that he can't push your buttons, and that will make him respect you. This doesn't mean you are accepting his behavior or you aren't hurt, but you are doing so because you know your worth and you are choosing to retain your power. Picking up a fight with him will only give him enough munitions against you. You shouldn't degrade yourself or lower your standards by crying and creating a scene. When he expects you to cry, don't shed a single tear. When he expects you to overreact, stay calm. By being mysterious and unpredictable, it will constantly leave him constantly thinking of where he stands or how you see him. Number 4. Gather your facts together. We've all been there. We jump to conclusions without gathering all the facts. But assumptions can tear apart even the strongest of relationships. As a high-value woman, it's important to learn how to correct a man without assuming anything. First and foremost, gather your facts together. Don't assume that your partner did something wrong without first getting all the information you need. This will make your case stronger. Don't assume that you know what your partner is thinking or feeling. Instead, ask questions and listen to their perspective. This will not only help you understand where they're coming from, but it will also show that you value their opinion and are willing to work together to find a solution. But sometimes, even with all the facts in front of us, we can still jump to conclusions. This is where using emotional intelligence comes in. When it comes to correcting your partner, do so in a way that is respectful and constructive. Avoid using an accusatory tone, and instead, focus on the behavior or action that needs to be corrected. For example, instead of saying, "You're always so forgetful," say, "I noticed that you forgot about our plans last night. Is everything okay?" Or instead of saying, "You did this wrong," try saying, "I feel hurt when this happens." This shifts the focus from blaming your partner to expressing your own feelings and needs. Your aim isn't to force him to admit he is wrong. Your aim is to pass your message without escalating further. Remember, very few women are known to be high-value women. When you act this way, you will be among the rare breed of individuals who are respected by men. Number 5. Be a good listener. Listening is often overlooked as a powerful virtue, particularly in a society that praises those who speak their minds the loudest. But here's the thing. When it comes to correcting a man, it's important to remember that listening is just as important as speaking up. In fact, being a good listener can actually make you more powerful in the eyes of your partner. When a partner is speaking, make sure to listen to understand rather than listening to reply. Most importantly, avoid finishing or interrupting him when he is speaking. This shows poor communication skills and can come across as being rude. When you listen, you not only show that you care about your partner's feelings, but you also gain valuable insight into their perspective. And that insight can be the key to correcting the behavior that's bothering you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.